We're just two friends who love the movies, call each other every morning.
Dude, are you sick?
Don't worry about me, man. Just take care of your family.
Dude. Oh, dude. I'm sorry, dude. You're sick.
I'll be fine.
What is it, strep or what?
I'm not the hero they deserve. I'm the hero they need right now.
Oh, you got a bad case of the Christian Bale. Okay.
It's contagious, dude.
I know. I love his voice. I love you, dude. It's to the point where Will Arnett does it really well in the
Oh, yeah.
Lego Batman movie.
That's so funny, dude. Me and Lori were talking. It was weird because we were like talking about different Valentine's Day
Yeah,
over our past. We
yeah.
are like, do you remember when we went to see Lego Batman at theaters on Valentine's Day? She's like, yeah, and I was like, in a year before that, we went, or a couple years before that, we saw Lego 2 in theaters. What were we doing?
Dude, I love Lego Batman. You know the scene where he's in his mansion and he's like, no, 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 and then he starts beatboxing. Oh man, that movie
I
is
mean, we always be like, pewter. Because he calls it his pewter, like computer.
yeah,
It's so
computer.
funny.
I I remember watching that with a group of friends and like not that they were embarrassed, but they kept on looking at me because, dude, when I'm in a movie theater, that's like my playtime. Like I just unwind and like if something funny is happening, I'm very
Big
vocal.
laugher.
Yeah,
Yeah, me too.
I'm a big laugher. I'm like I'm having a good time. That's why you go to the movies. But I love Lego Batman movie, man.
Me too,
Um,
dude. So what the Lego movie, the original one, was not
yeah,
nominated for Best Animated Picture. Do you remember that?
it wasn't, and it should have won.
It doesn't make sense. But there was people were talking about the parameters of what could be included for that, but I still never understood that because years later, like Marcel the Shell with Shoes On got nominated. You're like, what?
Yeah.
That's like a
Well,
live action movie almost.
yeah. Well, that's pretty much a live action movie. But the thing was, I think it was Lego Batman movie
That
uh,
changed.
that changed, or Lego movie that changed it because the majority of that movie is animated, right? There's only maybe the final like 20 minutes of it that are in live
Yeah,
action, and even then, it's not even a full live action. You know?
that's right. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, but you're right. Marcel the Shell, which is a phenomenal movie,
Yeah,
was nominated, and I always thought that was a little unfair, but
yeah, it
I
seemed kind of weird. Yeah,
I did think I do think that Lego Movie paved the way.
yeah. Just with any classification, there's always going to be ways that you can uh, stretch the rule or things that just feel like they're gray areas. So it's interesting.
Yeah, dude. So I got a few movies to talk about, but or a couple at least. But did you want to talk about? Did you watch something?
I mean, not really. I had put on since I have Apple, me and Chloe have been trying to hit a bunch of the peanut specials that are kind of harder to access sometimes,
Yeah.
and and it's kind of a weird because I know I'm not going to have this for very long. So we're watching things that don't really make sense for us to watch, like it's the Easter Beagle, Charlie Brown.
Okay, so
Um,
just a little bit of everything.
yeah, so I mean, that's a weird one. It's kind of like doing the Great Pumpkin thing where Linus is like the Easter Beagle is gonna come and everybody doesn't believe him. But this time he gets rewarded. Um, and
Okay.
the Easter Beagle comes. Um,
Wow.
but it's there's no excuse me. Sorry, folks. There's no reference to in the Christmas special they does anybody know what Christmas is all about? I guess if they had done a anybody know what Easter is all about and Linus had like recited like the passion
Yeah.
portion of the Gospels. That would have been
Yeah.
pretty intense. But it did feel a little weird. It it felt like it wasn't in the Peanuts tradition, kind of.
Yeah,
Um,
do you think I sometimes I look at those peanut specials and I think that maybe Schultz didn't want to make them, that maybe I don't know whether it was the studio or he had signed a contract saying like, "Hey, you need to make X amount of like specials or episodes."
I don't know. I think he wanted to make them. There's a degree, and I say this very carefully because I revere the man and the strip, but there's a degree to which he was a sellout. And if you read kind of the stories, I'm interested in learning more, honestly, about the specials. So if I keep reading up on them out, maybe I can find a better answer to your question. But I know he wanted to be like in the leagues with like Disney and stuff, like to the one point where like he like said, "Oh, I don't want to bring Vince Guaraldi back, who had done so many of the soundtracks." He's like, "Let's get some of these guys that have worked on the Disney movies." And he wanted these things to be like the the animated specials.
You,
But
you know what's funny though, Mitch, is that it seems like he wanted to be mainstream, right? Like
I think so, yeah.
he wanted to hit the big leagues, but it wasn't until after his death where uh, Peanuts became special just by being what they were, right? What he
Well,
originally
very
wanted.
much during his lifetime, he became a multimillionaire.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's true. But what I'm saying is, I can't go to any store and there's something related to Peanuts, something Snoopy,
Oh
something
yeah, dude, that's
Woodstock.
what I
You
mean.
know?
Like he kind of, I feel like if you take someone like Calvin and Hobbes, he was like, no, you cannot commercialize my stuff. This is an art form. You can't do it. And so you never have little. I mean, if he had done that, he would be a bazillionaire right now. Like Calvin and Hobbes is super marketable. Um, but he's like, no, we're gonna do the collections, the books, and that's it. You're not gonna make a bunch of
Yeah.
Hobbes stuffies everywhere. And
I
that is
wonder.
crazy. Like that guy has like so much artistic integrity. It makes me
Yeah.
sick.
I wonder if his family, like, on the topic of like Schultz, like, if his family is able to kind of sign an agreement, like, okay, now you're able to use so much of these characters, you can market them, right?
Yeah, so I think I don't know how all of that. I don't know how the ownership works. And they had, sold the rights to, I guess, the specials and the ability to make more to Apple, and stuff. I don't know who's in charge now. I know that yeah, it was his descendants that get to kind of own the property for however long. But they could have like continued the strip too, and there was discussion of that. I think in the very last Peanuts print, he said, we've all kind of agreed that we don't want it to be continued by anyone else, so this is going to be the last strip. But yeah, of course, the property and the characters, that's going to be going. I mean, the 75 years this year, I think, or last year was
Wow.
75 years. So
Wow. Dude,
Charlie
you
Brown's
should
pushing a hundo.
you should write a book about the whole Charlie Brown, like how it
That'd be
came to
crazy,
be.
dude. There's already so many great books about it.
I know, but
Uh,
there's not a great book by a great writer like Mitchell Capps.
Dude, you're so zany, man. All right, what have you been watching?
All right, so I got a couple movies to talk about, right? So I ended up last week. Well, every Valentine's Day, for the most part, Vanessa, her gift, one of her gifts to me is a movie ticket, and so I decided to go watch Crime 101.
Oh,
Uh,
nice. I
yeah.
was
So
listening to him talk on Theo Vaughn yesterday.
who? Chris
Yeah,
Hemsworth?
yeah,
Oh, nice. Did he open up a lot or?
I guess so.
So yeah, man, the crime film is one of my favorite genres, like the heist movie, right? And
Uh-huh.
look, I wasn't gonna go see it originally. I'll be honest, but my buddy John was like, I am completely shocked about how good this movie is. right? So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go check it out. And this movie is far better than you would think it is, right? I also think that although I don't think Chris Hemsworth's the best actor, right? I will say this is probably one of his best performances to date. Um,
Nice.
he's so good, man. He's so good. Um, you have supporting cast Monica Barbaro from A Complete Unknown, right?
Nice.
Uh, and what I love about her is that she takes what would be a pretty traditional, right, paint by numbers love interest, right? And
Hmm.
she makes it kind of special. She
Yeah,
makes
just
it
like
an
in Bob
interesting
Dylan.
character. Yeah. She makes it an interesting character, right? You also have Nick Nolte in a couple scenes. So
Really? That's
yeah,
cool.
it's always good to see him. And then of
Yeah.
course you got Barry Keoghan as a wild card.
A wild
I
card.
mean, he's always good at playing those characters. You don't know what they're gonna do next, but yeah, man. And then the three main characters, dude, are Mark Ruffalo and Halle Berry, and then of course Chris Hemsworth. And
Mm.
all of them are firing on all cylinders, dude. All of them are at the top of their game. I know
That's
people
awesome.
people complain about Mark Ruffalo, like, oh, he plays the same character. Here's the thing: he plays the tired cop just so damn well. Like
I can imagine that, dude.
he's
I I I love Ruffalo. I never complain about that guy.
ah man, I love him too, dude. Ever since You Can Count on Me, man. Uh, that's like he's one of my all time favorite actors. But yeah, man, it's a good time at the movies. Uh, it nears like 2 hours and 20 minutes, which I thought was a little too long, and you do kind of feel that a bit, but nevertheless, I was entertained throughout. So it's a strong recommendation for Crime 101. It's a good time at the movies. I would say it's a good matinee showing. If you have time for a matinee, I would definitely check it out.
That sounds nice, man. I'd like to see that when the time comes.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one, and I do think your boy Matt Zoller Zeitz,
Yeah.
he gave it 3.5 out of 4. I'd say okay, I can understand why. Uh,
He
so
enjoyed it. You enjoyed it.
yeah, I enjoyed it. Enjoyed it. So another one I wanted to talk about. I rewatched it, man. All right, it's a Cronenberg movie. Um,
Oh, yeah.
I,
I've seen only one Cronenberg in my life.
which one?
Maps to the Stars.
Okay,
And I saw one of his short films too, but
okay. So, dude, first of all, a lot of people say that his film A History of Violence is
hmm
probably like one of his best, right? It's
hmm
very good. I'm gonna tell you, it's very good,
hmm
but I don't think it's nearly as great as people say it is. Okay, I think his other Viggo Mortensen film, Eastern Promises, is his absolute best film to date. It's a
mm
masterpiece, man. I and I rewatched it with Vanessa. She had never seen it.
hmm
It's one of the greatest mobster movies. It's one of the greatest crime films. And it's no wonder that Viggo Mortensen was nominated Best Actor for that film. It was the only nomination that movie got.
Hmm.
But I know you just said that you've only watched one of his films, but Mitch, I love this movie. It's one of my all-time favorites. It was part of my DVD collection that unfortunately was stolen. Uh, I had it, and yeah, it's just a 5 out of 5 for me, man. This movie is just phenomenal. You got the great Naomi Watts in it, and then you got Vincent Cassell, I think that's his name, in a supporting role. Yeah, just top notch, man, top notch,
I'd kind of like to see that.
dude. I whatever you do, which do not do not read up anything on it because obviously it's been out for what it was in 2007.
Mm.
Um, after the movie, I was like, I wonder what Ebert thought, and of course he gave it 4 out of 4. and he said that he was surprised that the trailers to the film didn't reveal anything really about the movie, and he loved that. And it doesn't. Like if you watch the trailer, you think it's one type of movie, but it's not that kind of movie, right? And I love when trailers kind of surprise you in that way.
Yeah, that is cool.
So I wouldn't read up on it. Yeah, this is one of my favorite crime thrillers, man. Really good, and it has a lot of heart too. That's what I notice. A lot of crime thrillers don't have a lot of heart. This movie is kind of beautiful in a way. So
Well, great. Yeah, it's
yeah,
got a great title. There's something poetic about that title.
yeah,
You know, Cronenberg, he's got the one this year that's getting on some lists, right? The Shrouds, is that him?
yeah, I think that's his final movie.
We'll see.
Yeah, that's the movie I think he made because I believe his wife passed away.
Oh, mercy.
I don't quote me on that, but I think he made it like kind of like in honor of her or something like that. I do want to watch that, but
Yeah, it seemed good.
I think it's on Criterion, which I know you keep telling me ask Wesley, but I asked Wesley and he
Is
gave
it
me.
on Criterion? That's cool.
I
Well, I
think
tell you
so.
something, dude. I've got 30 movies on my list, so
Okay,
I'm not gonna obviously make all of them. And so it's gonna be interesting to see what happens.
dude. So
30
you're
movies on my watch list, and then I've already got 25 or 26 on my potential top list. And so I'm in big trouble, dude. Because if I watch another, say, if I watch half of it, watch another 15 and say half of those I like, then I've got, 32 movies on my potential list. That means I've got to shave 17 movies. That's going to be hard.
It's well, I know you, Mitch. So there has to be a few that are at the top of your list that you're like, I'm definitely gonna watch these movies. Um, do you have a few?
Yes, I do.
Um,
And I I think you're going to ask me what they are, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sam. No, I'm just kidding. I'll tell you. I noticed Eternity hit Apple, so we actually already started that, so I won't say anything now. And I noticed that Blue Moon hit Netflix, so that's going to be next. I noticed Rental Family, I think, hit Hulu, so we're going to be checking that one out. And then there's more.
okay, all right. Well, that kind of gives people something to wait. Y'all started Eternity already?
That's correct.
How far into it?
Half.
Half. Okay, so about 50 minutes of it. Okay, around there. All right, dude. Well, dude, I hope hopefully tonight y'all will finish it up. Um, looking forward to hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to talk about it, discuss it. Let me know your thoughts. You know?
I'd kind of like to see that. So
Yeah.
that line delivery, it comes from Don Knotts in the Andy Griffith show. He is trying to set Andy up on a double date, and it's just going disastrously bad. And the girls that they've taken out, one of them's like, "I could have been at home watching this George Raft movie," and so they're trying to figure out what they should do, to save the night. And Barney is like throwing a Hail Mary. He's like, "I know. Why don't we go and watch that
kind
George Raft movie? I'd kind of like to see that."
of like to see that.
So
Oh,
that line delivery always stays in my head.
dude. Before we end the episode, because I'm gonna one of my favorite things, man, ever was when we had your bachelor party. We were up in
Mm,
the woods and we were watching
mm.
the Andy Griffin show. Do you
That
remember
was
that?
paradise, dude. Out miles from everybody. We had all our brewskis, all our snacks, and
Yeah.
the tent set up just sitting around a fire, and Andy Griffith is sitting there playing on Tim's iPad. That
Yeah,
was
dude.
paradise.
That was one of the
It
greatest
was
moments.
something. It gives you like a weird, beautiful feeling. You remember in Tropic Thunder when Ben Stiller's out there in the jungle watching Star Trek on his phone?
Yeah.
It's just like that.
Yeah, it was Oh my God, the panda, dude. Oh my God, I just thought about the panda
The panda.
in Tropic Thunder.
I don't remember.
Oh my God, dude. Dude, that scene is so funny. Anyways, it's shortly after that. It's shortly after that. Yes. So if you've seen Tropic Thunder, you've seen where Ben Stiller is watching on his phone, right? It was his little TV right there. That's how we were up in the woods in Tennessee, and a whole bunch of guys. It was like what? How many of us were there?
I want to say like a good 10 or so.
A good 10. Uh,
Maybe 10, maybe more.
I'm about to get me a coffee this morning. I have the time.
Well, I that probably wraps it for us, you know. I know some listeners look forward to your coffee orders,
Hi,
but
welcome to Skeeters. Would you like to get started with our maple waffle sandwich?
Oh, I'm
all
okay,
right.
man.
What can I
I'm
get
just
for
gonna
you?
let it roll.
Can
Just pretend there's
can
credits
I
rolling
get a
over
small
this moment. Uh, this would
fudgelicious
be a good
latte,
final
Yeah, do you
episode
want it hot
of
iced
the
or
movie
blended
called
today?
Podcast,
iced? And
where I'm
how
like,
much
I'm just gonna hang
espresso
up. We
shots
don't
do you have?
A
Listeners
small's
don't
gonna
need to
come
hear
with
this.
two.
And then I'm
Two?
like, you know what?
Yes. And then
Okay.
our
Let's let
medium
them
and
hear
large
the
is
coffee
three, and our
order.
extra large is four.
Can I
Let's
only
just
get one in that?
enjoy the
Just
ambiance.
one, a small iced delicious single shot. What else can I get for you?
That'll be it.
All right, you can scoot on around.
Thank you.
I gotta say, Sam, you always manage to go to the places with the most cordial uh, baristas or the associates working the window. They're always so friendly.
Oh yeah, they're really nice. If people don't know, there's a Scooters down the street from where I
Oh,
work.
it's the scooter. It's usually the same place, and
Yeah,
that
I
makes
mean,
sense
there's been other
because I mean, it
there's
feels
been
like
other
whatever
places.
window you pull up to, it's just this sweet, sweet voice. And it's like you never pull up and you're like, yeah, what can I get for you? It's like you just have good luck, dude.
I don't know. I guess I think it's because they already know that I'm coming. They're like, "Oh my God, there's this guy already. How you doing?"
Mm.
So they see me coming around the corner right there. So I think that's what it is, Mitch. And look. I'm gonna. That way you can hear. Hello, how's it
Hi, I
going?
have this small iced delicious with one shot.
Yes,
It's gonna
ma'am.
be 614.
Thank you.
Here you go.
I appreciate it.
And I'll be right out for you.
Yeah, no worries.
Customer service, man. That's what it's
Yep.
all about.
I've been there, man. I've been there.
Here you go.
I appreciate
Have
it.
an amazing day.
Thank you.
Hey, you know what, dude? You need to being logged in on the movie call podcast channel. Give a positive review to the scooters.
Dude, that would be awesome because they've appeared in our episodes quite a few
Yeah,
times,
I'm not saying they're a sponsor because they're not,
Not,
but we can still give them a little love.
dude, yeah. I mean, where how many places have I gone to that have been in episodes?
I don't know.
Scooters. I think that there's been once that I've gone to Dutch Bros. It's just Dutch Bros is a little out of the way from where I work, so it's like it's just more convenient for scooters. And Dutch Bros, they're nice too. They're nice too. They're
Yeah,
nice. They're nice
yeah.
folks. You're right, Mitch. I never really noticed it, and I need to appreciate the small things. How
It's the
how
little
lucky,
things.
how blessed am I, Mitch, to be able to come to a coffee shop, every week, and have the baristas and everyone, and they're just so friendly.
Yeah. Did you
And then
like the little things?
it was decent.
I
I
loved
think
it.
that, yeah, I liked it. I mean, I liked it. I would say it was like a 3.5 out of 5.
Did you check Rami Malek's movie this year, the remake of the Amateur or whatever it's called?
I did. I
Did
did.
you like it?
I liked a lot about it, but overall, I just thought it was. It was just kind of one of those movies, man, where it's kind of, as the kids say, it's kind of mid.
I still like Rami Malek. I feel like after he won Best Actor, everybody's kind of just been over him. Because there is a sense in which his shtick, you could say maybe it wears out, but I still like seeing him and stuff. I remember seeing him in this David O. Russell. Am I saying his name?
Yeah,
The
Bill Russell.
What's that last movie he did that people didn't like?
Oh, dude.
Bale in Washington, and I want to say Margot Robbie was in it or something.
Yeah, I know, dude.
It
It was
starts with an A. It's one word. I want Amsterdam, right?
Amsterdam.
I like that movie a lot, actually.
That movie is better than what people stated it was, but I still think it was not that good.
Hey, spoiler, but remember when Taylor Swift got smashed by that car? Why is that not memed more often? I feel like she has a whole team assigned to erasing that from the internet.
Dude, yeah, you would think that would be a meme, right?
Yeah, it was just so funny when you saw it. It was like, what? Because it was first you're looking at this like all-time pop icon, that already kind of takes you out of the movie a little,
Yeah.
and then she just gets suddenly like boom, 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 boom.
And the thing is, it was meant for dramatic purposes, right? It wasn't meant to be funny, but it
Yeah,
was
right.
funny.
It was. I guess they kind of missed the beat there. But
Yeah,
I did like that movie by and large. I thought it was fun and creative. It had a lot of energy. I love watching Christian Bale perform. So,
yeah. I actually watched that movie at a advanced screening. Like I think I watched it like a week before.
oh, Mr. Big Time. We're gonna
Yeah.
have to start calling you Mr. Big Time.
That's when I would go to those. Good morning. That's when I would go to those press showings.
Yeah.
I would uh, I would reach out to someone I knew and be like, "Hey, do you think you can get me access to the showing?" And of course, it's a David O. Russell film, so I was gonna go to it.
They're like, absolutely, Mr. Big Time.
Yeah.
Right
All
this way, Mr. Big Time.
right. All right, Mitch. I'll have to let you go, man.
All right, see you, man.
See.